make sure it is oriented the right direction. So some of you put a comment as to how to do this, and I did go into the YouTube studio and change the orientation of the, let me put my glass here so I can see the orientation of the landscape. And I'm assuming it's working, so I'm gonna just switch the phone, turn it. See, it says right there, orientation is locked, rotate device back. So right there, so it looks like it's working. I don't know, this is just a test, guys, and I'm gonna delete this video. I just wanna, hi Chad, good to see you, man. I just wanted to try this one here. So Chad, if you will be kind and just put a comment, tell me exactly how the image appears to you on your screen. Oh, beautiful orientation. Hey, working. You as well. Looks good, Dr. O. Thank you so much, Techno. Hi, Dr. David Lester. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So it's working. That's it. So, and by the way, since I am with you here, guys, give you a heads up. I am at an airport to go into my next location. I'm gonna keep it a surprise for you, okay? So now I know at least what was the issue with the orientation of the before I go live. I didn't hit the button that reoriented from vertical into horizontal. Now it became clear to me what's need to be done. So my next live stream is gonna be in a right setting of all this. So, but at the same time, since I am with you here, guys, I'm gonna just chat with you for 15 minutes, just to let you know. As I mentioned, I am on my way to my next location. And by the way, I can see comments here. Oh, here are your comments here. Indeed, Kevin, it says landscape, and that's why that's what I did. So it showed that it's locked in a landscape. So if I turn it vertical, it won't work. It will tell me you are locked in a landscape, which what I wanted to begin with. So as I mentioned, concerned citizen, good to see you. Tube 4MU looks good. Thank you very much. So now I know. As I mentioned, guys, I am at the lounge here on my way to the next location. And time now 9. I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. So thanks for asking. As I said, I am on my way to the next location, just waiting for the next flight. And what I wanted to try, guys, just to let you know, I want to try, see if I'm going to be boarding the Chinese new plane C919. So that is the reason why I decided to book the flight to go to a next location, because next location is quite a distance. I did not decide to do the speed train on that. I'm gonna do it on another one. To those who asked if I took the maglev, yes, I did. As a matter of fact, inside Shanghai, line 2 on the subway system is a maglev. So I was very surprised. And by the way, that tanks move so fast. So I can only imagine at a faster speed of about 320 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken, 260 miles. That's how far it goes. So I'm gonna try those ones here. And as I mentioned, this is now my next location. You guys will like it. So, and again, I don't want to spoil it for you. And I'll be reporting as soon as I get there, see where things are, because the timing, and it doesn't matter to me, literally. If I arrive at midnight, I'll do a live stream at midnight. So why not? So, because it's different time anyway, 13 hours between Locio Delgado, thank you very much. Even though it's not a vacation from it to me, that's seeking truth. And by the way, guys, I need to let you know about something. I noticed here while I was walking around, hardly anybody wearing masks here for COVID. You all know, right? Hardly anybody. I've seen some elderly individuals. You know, I can count in on the tip of my fingers because they're elderly and so forth. But the interesting thing is that I get any information from a trusted source back home is that about 1,200 people have passed away from some recent issues pertaining to health over in the US. So it looks like the issue is much more in the US than it is over here. But so far here, as I mentioned, everybody walking around. There is nobody's wearing masks. So I'm not wearing masks, and the Chinese. It's not like the government. It's not imposing their own people. If you want to wear it, you wear it. If you don't, you don't. So I just wanted to highlight this to you guys and let you know. So, Lester, Doctor, will you be visiting? It disappeared on me. I thought I'm gonna say it again. Uh, Most likely not, because I don't remember that name in my itinerary, so I don't remember. But it depends again if it's closer to where I'm gonna be. Remember, guys, I'm gonna be in a different locations. I'm not going just to one location here, so uh, that's how I'm gonna be doing it. So, and I will conclude my trip by returning to Shanghai for my last 2 days before I headed back home. So that's how I'm gonna do. Regarding the visit to Fujian University, there is a procedure here. You can't just walk in. So since I am leaving Shanghai today, I decided to hold off on that till I get back a few weeks from now, and most likely register that one once I get into the internet, and I can do it online and go visit. One of you guys sent me a name of two individuals that deal with international relations at Fujian. I'm gonna reach out to them and hopefully just have a conversation, not necessarily to interview them. Someone also asked me if I could interview with the CGTN. Yeah, I'll be happy to do it if they reach out. I don't know. Some of them know who I am, some of them don't. So I'm gonna. I have not decided yet whether to do that or not. So we'll see. I am not following a timeline. Dankle, I saw your about Iran testing a nuke. I have not followed on that. I'm gonna be doing some reading next week and follow up on it for you guys. So I managed to visit the Yangtze port in Shanghai. No, I didn't, because it was far out, and the port is so big I can't get into that one. So I am gonna be seeing most likely another second port in China, a major one. I don't want to give up the name, but if you know which area I'm talking about, then you will know where my next location is. So, okay. Then BYD. I did a quick clip on another vehicle similar to BYD, but what I decided to do is when I get back to Shanghai, I know one location specific. I'm gonna go there and do live while I am talking to the individuals who represent the company. And I've been riding some BYDs. It was incredible cars, I tell you. And for the price, 13,000 minimum, that's like the lower end per se. They do have the luxury ones with the doors come sideways. Very, very, very impressive. So that's something I will consider doing when I get back. And I'll do a live stream for you talking to the guy about the car. I know exact location where to, and I'm gonna go there physically to do it. So the DJI, the device that I bought yesterday, which right here, guys, I'm not using it today because I'm at the lounge and I wanted just to test the video, and it's working. But the price here was about $120. I don't know how much it cost in the US, but I don't even know if the US will allow DJI products to get in. So if I am to buy, for example, a drone, I don't know what immigration in the US will do. They might confiscate it for me. Hopefully not, but I'm not buying drones. So I might learn how to operate it, because you can take nice pictures with it. But so far I'm not. So we'll see. Let me wear my glasses here so I can read. Post it yourself. Kalza in Bali, indeed. I did talk to Kalza. He's aware of me here. I am waiting to meet with one particular individual. Again, I want to keep this kind of stuff surprise for you guys till I meet with the person, and I might just come live, do live with him or her. So we shall see. We shall see. Uh, uh, yeah, I could say it was a gift, but you know how it is. Anything from China is going to be looked at a little bit differently. And this is why I don't understand when the media is saying, oh, there is poverty in China, the economy is going down, collapsing, and all that. I heard some analysts in the US saying that the Chinese economy is going to collapse. I went to the malls. Usually, guys, I don't go to the mall. There's nothing for me doing the mall. But I went to the mall just to see with my own eyes. And people, you won't believe how many people. And the mall, by the way, it's like 9-story high. And people just buying stuff, whatever, whomever they can. And they have the high-end stores. We're not talking some average. We're talking about Chanel. We're talking about Gucci. We're talking about really high-end stuff. And people are buying. So to me, if the economy is collapsing, why there are so many people in the mall? That just didn't make sense to me, and that's why I won't believe what the Western media is saying. And I am here. I am seeing it with my own eyes, guys. You know, I walk in the street. I don't see homeless people hanging out in the street. I don't see the tents like what we have in LA and New York. You know, it's the truth. You know, I don't see panhandling in the street. I did see one elderly, but that's about it. So what the media is saying about China is not true. It is not true. I am here, guys. I can see. It's not right. And this is why the idea of, I think they're just nervous about the progress of China. China is progressing. And I can see, I walk around and I see they are moving forward. And I bet you within 5 years, by 2030, China is going to be at the top, whether the West likes it or not. That's just fact of life. So, and to me, we should embrace that kind of progress because it's going to benefit all of us, humanity. It's not going to benefit just the Chinese. Of course, the Chinese citizens deserve to benefit from that. But also China will share that kind of progress with the rest of the world. And all of us, we can benefit from that. That's why I always believe in cooperation, there is always prosperity. In tensions, there is always destruction. That is where what I see moving forward, and the whole reason why I came over here. You know, of course, it's not a tourism for me, and I don't like to think in these terms because you guys supported me for this trip. I am here because of you. I am here because of you. If it wasn't for the funding from you, I won't be able to make it here. I'll be honest, straightforward. But I'm also here because I wanted to report about the truth. Now, I know some in the West is not going to like what I'm saying. Well, I don't give a damn whether they like it or not. Truth matters. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's just how it is because I am trying. My objective here, guys, for the trip, I am trying to express how things are the way I see them in the hope of preventing a major confrontation between the US and China. That is the reason why I'm here. If I can contribute in my own way, that's what I'm going to do. So I just don't understand why the mainstream media keep saying what they're saying. Because there is no truth to that. I'm here. I am here. I'm going to be seeing other parts of China. Of course, I will report on it accurately the way it is, the way I see it. But so far to be saying, oh, the Chinese economy is collapsing, there is poverty, there is this and that, I didn't see that. I did not see that. You know, people getting up at 6:30 in the morning, going and buying their their vegetables because they come in from the farm. And that is exactly what to me, it's like, you know, if these people are poor, whatever, they won't be there. Today, by the way, guys, now things gets back to normal. In other words, the holiday is over. So I walked this morning at about 7 o'clock. Okay, I didn't want to do a live stream because I did one for you last time. So I walked, and what I noticed, mass traffic, because it's busy day, because everybody's going back to work. And I noticed like parents are dropping their kids for the private schools. Shanghai, it has a lot of competition regarding schools and so forth. It's because, like I said yesterday, in this society, the way I see that the Chinese government, I am sure they're already thinking far ahead to ensure that the next generation will have jobs here. But of course, the students are competing for the top. You know, you ask kids here. I talked to some high schoolers. Oh, sorry. I talked to some high schoolers and I asked, what do you want to be? You know, of course they're not gonna say I want to be YouTuber. That's to them it's like, hey, it's just too fun. Some of them want to be biologists, astronomy, you know, heart surgeons and so forth. They thinking in terms of very, very high-end professions that usually impact society. And that gives you an idea why the competition is fierce here. So the families are making sacrifices for the sake of their children. This is why that family structure here in China, and I'm sure is across Asia. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So far I'm seeing here. But the family structure here is very, very, very important. So parents are willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of their children to get a better education because they know what it means moving forward. So that's and to me, when a society embarks on something like this with the assistance of the government, because remember, the government had to provide infrastructure for that. It's private school. The parents are paying for it. There are also government public schools, and they are also good. From what I heard, I asked someone, and he told me, yeah, they're very strict. They do have rules and so forth. So in other words, it's very good as well. Different than private. It's no different than any other country you go to when you send your kids to a private school versus public schools. So, and this is where I see that difference that's going to translate into the future of the country moving forward. That's why I'll be keeping my eyes open for the next 5 years, because this is where the overall change is going to happen on the global stage regarding where China is going to be. That's the way I see it, because I'm seeing signs here. I'm just noticing here. So that's how I. Let me see your comments here, guys, because it scrolls so fast that I like to also read your comment of your list next time. Xinjiang, yes, that is correct, and I have that in mind, and I kept it in mind. Not this time around. It's because I have some other locations far out, and yes, I would like to go there. I would like to go to Tibet. I'd like to be. I am gonna be back to China, guys. Rest assured on this. It's because you feel good vibes. Literally, that's what I felt the moment I landed in the Shanghai International Airport. The moment I cleared customs and all that stuff, it was this positive energy like hits me like a wave. And once I start walking in the streets, you just feel that energy. I don't know how to describe it. You know, some of you might think I'm like drunk. I was talking though. You guys know I don't drink alcohol. So. But on a serious note, that's really how it feels. You know, you get in a subway and people are looking at you not because you are stranger or you look a different way. Yeah, they know all that, but they look at you because you're another human being, and they sense the energy also. So, and that's to me means a lot, and I am very grateful for the opportunity. Of course, thanks to you guys. And I can say thank you enough. Doctor, what do you have to say about Chinese food? I did try a few dishes now. One thing I noticed, dumpling are a big deal here. Except that the dumpling, in my opinion, they have a lot of dough, you know, and I don't eat a lot of dough, but I found a place, and I'm gonna do live for you when I get back to Shanghai next time. One lady, she makes me dumpling here, but she makes them for me with veggies. She was kind enough to. I tried some other stuff. There's a lot of pork in the main dish for squid on the skewed. They have those, so I didn't try that one yet. Not all dumplings have pork, by the way, guys. Not all of them. So, but food overall, the way I look at it is cooked, especially if you go into street food. Street food, they cook the stuff in front of you, so you can see it. And I will do one for you guys. I know last time I did that kebab with the guy. I think he was from either Tibet or somewhere. So he wasn't from here. He wasn't from Shanghai. So I knew that for a fact, because later on, after I signed off from the live, I asked someone. He said, "Yeah, no, he's not from here." So and beside the dumpling tea, I drink tea most of the time. I do have my coffee in the morning. As a matter of fact, I just had one here at the lounge. But most of the time, I drink tea. And believe it or not, my first day I got here, I drank tea, and that's I like it, because the tea is not the way we have back home. You put a pack of tea in water. No. This one is leaves. You put leaves at the bottom of the teapot, put hot water, very, very hot, and you let it sit for a while the aroma of it, but also the benefits of it. It's good for your digestive system, it's good for your tummy, it's good for fever, helps you sleep. I sleep at night here, no issues whatsoever. And I'm up at 6:30 in the morning, good to go. So far it's, I tell you, I don't feel tired, I don't feel, and I walk throughout the day. So I probably dropped some weight. So the food is good. Really, the food is good, but I don't eat pork, as you know, guys. And so I eat more of the veggie stuff. Lamb is good. I tried the lamb skewed. It was very, very nice also. And so here I am. I wanted to come on the air just to test the, but it's always nice to talk to you guys. It's always nice to talk to the community. It means a lot to me, because what we try and do here, guys, it's us trying to, in our own way, influence the direction of where things are headed. That's I've always in the back. It's always has been in the back of my mind. So, and that is why I've always wanted to come to China. So always, it was a wish of mine to visit here, and because of you guys, because the whole community, to those individuals who wanted to remain anonymous, they never wanted to disclose their name or their donations or whatever. I am so grateful and thankful to them all. I can't thank. It's something you will never forget for the rest of your life, no matter what happens. So, because how can you? How can you? Anybody with some decency, you can't forget what I can't, what you guys have done for me as a community. To the point now, I am thinking, I've been thinking here a lot, what is the next phase? What is the next step? And the next step that I am thinking, I gotta figure it out. How I can meet with you guys, you, physically, in a setting where we can meet and greet each other and get to know each other physically. If there will be any way of that to happen. I know some of you lives in the different parts of the world, but I've been in some events. I've been in some events where you organize some meeting for everybody to come over, whomever can afford it, and we all meet and physically. And it's just an idea for now. I'm gonna be thinking about it, and I will share it with you guys. All right, guys, I am gonna sign off here. It's because my plane, if I miss the plane here, that won't be good. And I will be back to China. I don't know about Elizabeth if she will want to come. I gotta ask permission from her husband. Remember, she's married now. She can't just take off if that's okay with her husband, and it's something she has to talk to her husband about. Yeah, that would be great to have Elizabeth here. Why not? So we see. So, but be on the lookout, guys, for another live stream that I'm gonna do for you as soon as I get to my next destination. Okay? As always, remember, geopolitics impact your daily life in more ways than one. It is what they do in China. You all know what it means, right? See you guys. Bye-bye.